Hey Chase.
Uh-huh.
So you back in November you saw the new Justice League movie, right?
Yes. Yes, I
And
did.
you
Mm-hmm.
said it was in fact your favorite film of all time, right?
I do not recall that, but yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I
no,
did.
but you said that Steppenwolf was the most compelling character you've ever seen in any film ever, and that the CGI on Henry Cavill's upper lip was in fact revolutionary for its time.
I did. Yeah, it was a
You did say
ballsy
that.
move, but
You did
I
say that.
did. I did say that.
You know, I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like even making this joke about that mustache might get us
Mm-hmm.
into a hairy situation. We live in a time and age where comic book based films and shows are being released like nobody's business. In times like these, one can't help but wonder what happened to all the films that were deemed unworthy to be released. What about the ones that were never even put into production? What if they were released? What if? Well, that was ominous. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of What If. I am your
Yeah.
host, Joseph
Uh-huh.
Gallion. With me, as
Yeah.
always, is Mr. Chase
Hey.
Gallion. Say hello, Chase.
Hello, Chase.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. See, we're very funny here on this podcast, as you can
I
tell.
made it funny. I Joseph, I did the
You,
thing
you did the thing.
with the laughter.
All right, well, all right, guys. This episode we are talking about the canceled
Think with the
Justice League
laughter.
film, Justice League Mortal.
Joseph, I did it.
Damn it, Chase! I noticed you did.
Cool. All right,
Okay.
we can go now.
Guys, before we get into this podcast, if you want
Very
to
tired.
follow any of us on social medias, you can find me at Captain JSSG on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and you can find Chase
Yeah.
at
At just search Chase Gallion and you'll find it.
eventually. Chase doesn't know his own
Yeah.
handles because they're so different and
You can
varied.
you can follow my huddle page from my high school sports team. Um, that's pretty great. It's got my highlights. You can watch my highlights.
Oh yeah, totally, totally.
It's great. It's great. I look pretty goofy, but watch out.
Well, it's just natural. It's that modeling life, fam. Well, all right, but before
Joseph, I did
we
the thing with the
Damn it, Chase.
self-deprecation.
Let's freaking start the
I
podcast.
did
Last
I
episode was
I
not
did the
received super
self-deprecation.
well because
Did
we
you see it?
didn't do anything but
Did you
ramble
hear it?
because we didn't research the
Did you hear
topic enough. So let's talk about this
Did you
movie.
hear the self-deprecation?
Yes. But all right, guys.
Okay,
So
cool. We
Justice
can we
League
can we
Mortal.
can start now.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
Okay.
we can
All
go.
right. All right. So
All
starting
right,
with
cool.
just kind of like the
We're gonna go
overall
now,
look
guys.
at it. Chase, freaking stop.
All right,
For
guys.
the
We're
love of
we're gonna
God.
get serious now. We can go ahead.
Okay. Justice League Mortal was a movie that was going to be directed by George Miller. Now, Chase, do you know who George Miller is?
Yeah, he did the thing. He did the thing.
I'm going to cut all of this out.
No, don't do it. This is great.
No,
Leave it
it's
in.
not.
It's good. It's good stuff.
George Miller was the director of Mad Max Fury
Yeah.
Road, which, what
Okay.
was that, 2015?
Yeah. Yeah, 2015, 2016, somewhere in
I
there.
think it may have been 2015 or 16. I don't remember exactly which one, but it was critically praised, and it was a great film, and everybody really liked it. Well, um, originally this film was going to be directed by George Miller. It was produced by Dan Lin, Doug Mitchell, and Barry M. Osborne, and it was going to be written by Kieran Maroney, I believe is how you say that, and Michelle Maroney. Um, thing about it is, they are also credited for writing a good movie, which is Sherlock Holmes: Game of Shadows, which is I enjoyed a
Okay.
lot. That was the Robert Downey Jr. one, the
I
second film in
I
the.
also enjoyed it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed.
I only saw it once,
I've seen
but
it
I
like
liked it.
5 to 7 times because it's just
I
a really
liked
good
it.
movie. I
Didn't
I
they
just
introduce
enjoy those
Moriarty
movies
in
though.
there?
What'd you say?
Didn't they bring Moriarty into it?
Yeah, yeah, that was the villain of the second one. It was
I like that
Moriarty.
part.
Yeah, that's good.
It was a good one. Like, given the chance, I would watch it again.
Well, that's good. They also wrote Geostorm.
That was not so good of a
That was
movie.
pretty freaking bad.
Yeah,
So it's a
it
bit of a
was
mix
it was
up
pretty
here.
bad. Yeah, like
A
bag
bit
of
of a
cat,
toss up. They also wrote Power Rangers
tossing a
together.
bag of cats. Okay, that one was kind of okay.
Yeah, I saw parts of it and I was like, well, you guys are really just ripping off Spider-Man here, aren't you? But okay.
It has its moments.
Yeah, I saw the majority of it and I was like, it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
And they also wrote an indie comedy movie that I haven't seen. It was called Paperman, starring Jeff Daniels and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh no, I saw that movie.
Any good?
I was lying. I didn't see the movie.
Oh, okay. And Chase's bit for the episode seems to be derailing the crap out of it.
No, it's fine. We're gonna start now. We're gonna keep going.
Oh, we're gonna. I hate you so much.
Keep going.
I hate you so
Keep going.
much.
You
All
got
right,
this.
all right. Let's go ahead and talk about the cast, shall we?
Yeah,
Now, going into Batman versus Superman before it was, before it was officially cast. Now, who was it that a lot of people wanted to play Batman?
it was that uh, isn't it
Mm-hmm.
Navy Nail? Is that his
Na-
name?
Navy Nail.
Yeah.
I don't even get that joke, Chase.
Oh no, it's Army Hammer.
Navy. Oh. Oh. All right, I get it now. I
I've
get it now.
spent the
So
entirety of
yes,
this intro figuring that out.
waiting for a joke with Army Hammer. That's what you were
Just,
doing.
just if I did the thing. I
You
did the
did the
thing
thing,
where
Chase.
I wrote a joke.
You did the thing. Oh my
Did you
gosh.
hear
Okay.
it?
Yes, I heard it. It was very good. It made me
Okay,
giggle.
cool.
I giggled
We
up.
can move
I
on
had a
now.
real gigamate.
I
But
know I
anyway,
heard.
so
It
yes,
was a good
Army
giggle.
Hammer. A lot of people were fan casting him for Batman leading into this, which turns out he was actually cast to play Batman in this film.
Did you
The
think people knew
other,
that?
what'd you say?
Did you think people knew that like beforehand, or they
Well,
were
I
just like,
mean,
"Dude, this guy would be a good Batman"?
well, I don't know if everybody
Or do
knew
you
it. I
think they were
think
like,
like
"Well, he was
me.
cast before"?
Here, why not do it now? I don't know. I think it's a bit of a mix-up on both. Or I say mix-up. I think it's a bit of a mix of both. Some people knew it, some people didn't. Some people were like, hey, Army Hammer could just do this. Some people were like, hey, he was already cast. And then some people were just jumping on the bandwagon because reasons. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, bandwagoners are quite common, and I wiggled the thing on my desk. Hopefully that doesn't pick up on the
I
friggin'
didn't
mic.
hear.
But anyway,
I didn't hear.
so yeah, now Army Hammer is kind of the only one that's like super notable. The thing about like what you were saying though about people knowing about this. Now this was like I think around 2006, getting around like it's in the area of like 2006 to 8 whenever this was taking place. So it was kind of before superhero movies really got that huge like following on the internet where people would like delve into it and there was this huge hype behind it and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
was really only in the nerd community
That would
where
hit it
like
about 2 years later.
yeah, exactly. Like it was around 2010 whenever the stuff really started hitting hot and heavy with like the huge nerd hype and all that. But
Hmm.
yeah, so what was I saying? Right. So others like the entire cast was there. Like they cast the entire thing. DJ Cortana, who I have no clue who that is, was cast as Superman. Megan Gale was cast as Wonder Woman, who actually she looked the part of Wonder Woman very well, I will say. I don't know her acting abilities. I don't know if I've seen her in anything, but she looked the part as Wonder Woman, so that's something. Adam Brody was going to play the Flash, Barry Allen. Hugh Keys Byrne was cast as Martian Manhunter. Uh, Teresa Palmer as Talia al Ghul. Zoe Kazan as Iris Allen. So keep in mind that her name is Iris Allen in this. So she would have already been married to Barry. Heh, rhymed. Chase, I did the thing. All right. Anyway, so
I saw it. I saw you. I saw you did
you
the
saw
thing.
it or did you hear it?
Both.
Oh, cool.
Because this is a Skype call.
It is a Skype call, yes.
You can
Santiago
see people on a
Cabrera.
Skype call.
Santiago Cabrera
You
was.
started this.
I didn't want to. I shouldn't have. Santiago Cabrera was cast as
That's
Aquaman.
right. Stay in your lane. All right. Anyways.
Consider the lane stayed in. So yeah, Santiago Cabrera was cast as Aquaman. Uh, and
Mhm.
Common was actually cast as John Stewart, Green Lantern.
I love Common.
That's a pretty
Hey,
common opinion.
hey Joseph.
Did you get my joke?
Who's Common?
He's an actor and I think a rapper, maybe.
Why doesn't he have a last name?
Because it's not because he's just uncommon.
Uh, yeah, that is uncommon. How
Yeah,
ironic.
yeah. No, Common played. You remember Thor: The Dark World, the dude who like the one of the Dark Elves, the one that like got put into the Asgardian prison, crushed the little rock thing, and became like a elf Hulk.
Yeah.
That was him, and he was also I think he was Incubus in Suicide Squad, the Enchantress's brother. You remember that? I
Mm-hmm.
think that was him. So yeah, he hasn't had huge parts in movies, but you know he's had some parts, so it's something. At least I think that was common in both of those. I don't remember for sure, just because I'm not super fresh up with common. But
Yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah, that's him. He kind of looks like the guy who's playing Black Manta.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see that. But yeah, so Jay Baruchel was cast as Maxwell Lord, who would have actually been the main villain of the film, which is interesting that they would have on like the first movie with the Justice League would have gone for someone like Maxwell Lord, which is not someone you really punch up and such. Well, I mean, Batman would have gotten his licks in, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But all
Yeah.
right, so
Because he's
uh,
gonna he's gonna try to punch him.
yeah, he's actually going to kill him. Yeah. Also, Anton Yelchin was cast as Wally West in the movie. Now, I don't know if you remember who Anton
No,
Yelchin is.
I don't.
Uh, okay, he would played Chekhov in the new Star Trek films.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He,
He was the guy that passed away like right after filming,
yes.
right?
Yeah, right before the release of Star Trek Beyond, he tragically passed away. So this is him super young, because even then he was only like 20 something in this one, and that would have been 10 years prior. So he probably would have been like late teens. I
Oh
think,
wow. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. I didn't know the age of Anton whenever he passed away, but yeah, like this is actually a pretty good cast. Like it's not, it's not bad. I mean, I don't. I mean, some of those I'm kind of like okay with. Like some of them are weird choices,
That's
but the
potential.
thing that really got me about the cast is like the new things that just released, which is specifically why we're talking about this movie, which is probably pretty obvious. But the specific reason we're talking about this is a lot of new images came out here recently about Justice League Mortal, and we actually get to see like the big crew together in their suits, and it's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
It's like I like the Flash's suit; it's very comic accurate, and Aquaman's suit is cool. It's like a mix of the '90s and current, or like normal Aquaman. It's cool, but like everyone's else is it's pretty bad. Wonder Woman's is good. I like Wonder Woman's. That's a cool suit, I will
yeah,
say. Which is it's basically just the one she has in her solo movie in Justice League. So I mean, really, it's not that really that much difference. But like
right.
the Superman suit is, I don't know. It's a little odd. All of them are a little too spandexy, I guess. But is kind of my thing about it is like all of them are just a little too. Yeah, it's just like too latexy, I guess. Martian Manhunter looks cool. They did a good job with the makeup on him. Um, but yeah, like Superman's suit is like too much blue.
Yeah,
There's like his boots are blue. There's no red trunks. I mean, it's just really weird. The Flash's suit is very comic accurate, which is cool.
yeah,
And like, but yeah, Aquaman's suit will remind me a lot of the '90s suit, just without the hook hand. He's got his trident, which is awesome. It's also
right.
very reminiscent of his Injustice 2 suit. and the John Stewart suit is also really cool. Like you can, it looks good, but again, all of these are just really oddly. It's a little too cosplay, you know.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, it looks a little too much like actual freaking cosplay, which is weird. That for a high budget multi-million dollar movie, that this is kind of the quality that we were getting. Now the Batman suit is the one that really sticks out to me. You know,
Yeah, I
it
do.
just looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it looks, you know, bad or anything. It's just
Right.
something about it is just off.
Yeah, it's like well, it kind of does. Some of the concept art showed a more like a more medieval look to it, which kind of didn't look good at all. But
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. Like I think it could have looked really cool, but like it just, I don't know, it didn't really work for me personally.
yeah,
But his Superman suit is very reminiscent of the new DC. What is it, like the Rebirth stuff? Like his original Rebirth suit is very reminiscent of that, the new one that was in the comics, like where the
hmm,
boots are blue and it's got a red trim around it and stuff like that. That might be
yeah.
where they got the inspiration for that. I don't know, but I'm glad he's getting his underwear back in the comics because I missed my Superman's underwear.
Right?
I'll be honest with you, man. Now, getting into more of the story, we'll kind of start there, read through it, and kind of discuss it. So
Hmm.
we're keep in mind, if you want to follow along with us, you can actually go get on the wiki for the Justice League Immortal and read along with us real quick. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and read through it real quick. It says now the script opens on a funeral in Metropolis for a fallen hero. Thousands of people are in attendance. All of the League are present except for Batman. The heroes are wearing all black versions of their normal costumes. As the fallen hero's coffin is placed in the grave, the story flashes back to 2 days ago. So now, obviously, it's kind of like trying to insinuate that Batman died, basically.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's Batman and he's a freaking normal human being, so if anyone's going to die, I mean,
Oh,
I
for sure.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So Batman is in the Batcave using a satellite known as the Brother Eye to spy on the other heroes. Alfred enters the cave and informs him that Bruce Wayne has a birthday party to attend. Batman shuts down the Brother Eye and exits the cave. After he leaves, Brother Eye reactivates itself. In Denver, Colorado, Detective John Jones, aka the Martian Mindhunter, is investigating a crime scene where he discovers a jar containing what looks like a seahorse. When he removes the seahorse from the jar, the creature sprays him with an unknown substance that causes him to burst into flames. In a panic, John takes off, accidentally setting everything he comes into contact with on fire. That's okay then. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like the Detective John Jones thing. That's something from the comics that I really dig with Martian Manhunter.
Hmm.
So far, it's kind of like the Justice League New Frontier story, which is if I was to make a Justice League movie, yeah, that's kind of what I would adapt, but I would take it from the World War II setting and put it more in the modern day, where it's like, you have all of these heroes in different areas, and they're brought together by the white Martian invasion, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think personally that would be what I would do. It's like a mix of the gosh, I don't remember what, I think it was Morrison's. I don't know if it was Grant Morrison but there was a run in the 90s for the Justice League where it was like the white Martians came and they took the identity of heroes or whatever, and like it was a really 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 awesome story. But
Yeah.
it would be like if I was to make a Justice League movie, it'd be a mix of that and the New Frontier story.
Right.
But
I'll
yeah.
say this, it somewhat reminds me just from like right out the gate,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like Doomsday Protocol, the animated movie. I don't know if you ever saw that that they
To
did.
Justice League Doom.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. In the comics, the storyline was called Tower of Babel, I think, where it was that I think who was it? It was it Vandal Savage that stole all of the plans for how to take down the Justice League from
Yeah.
Batman's computer. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a really interesting story. And me personally, like if I were, again to make a Justice League movie, that would be the sequel to it.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
you
yeah.
do it like Empire Strikes Back, where you kind of leave it kind of like a bit of a downer at the end. Like you have Batman leaving the Justice League at the end of the end of the second one because he was a real butt nugget and like was like studying how to take down these people because he's actually just a psychopath in a bat suit. So
Right.
yeah. So all right, back to the story. Barry Allen is having lunch with his wife Iris at a superhero themed restaurant known as Planet Krypton. He sees a news story on one of the televisions over the bar in the restaurant about a huge inferno raging through Denver, Colorado. Barry puts on his Flash costume and races off to Denver to help. Okay, so now do you think he would have it in the ring?
Um, well, it's saying that he's just randomly at dinner. So,
You would think, unless they just do the thing where he like spins around in a circle and then he has it on and he goes or whatever.
yeah, but then in that case, I would think that he definitely has it in the ring.
Yeah, you would think. But I don't know. That was just a thing because like they've still even been hesitant to do that on the actual like the CW show. They had Reverse Flash have his suit in the ring, but then Barry still hasn't put his in the ring, which is really annoying because I want
Right?
to see
And they
that.
only did the ring transformation once,
Yeah, like what the mess.
and it looked good. I liked it.
Yeah, yeah, like the CGI wasn't terrible or anything. So like, why haven't you reused that thing? Like,
Oh yeah.
do it
And
all
their
the
budget's
time. He
good
doesn't
enough
have to
now.
run
They
back
could
to
do
Star
it.
Labs every freaking time in CW. Anyway,
Right.
sorry. Anyway, no, but like I think that would be something interesting to see in the movie. But that's just a small thing for me. But yeah, so when Flash arrives in Denver, he's greeted by Wonder Woman. Together, they are able to subdue the Manhunter by tying him up with Wonder Woman's lasso and blasting him with a constant stream of water. Back at Wayne Manor, Bruce is greeted by his friend and owner of the Planet Krypton restaurants, Maxwell Lord. Talia al Ghul also mysteriously appears at the party. Maxwell tells Bruce the story about how Talia helped Batman defeat her own father, Ra's al Ghul, and how afterwards Batman abandoned her and left her alone. Alfred interrupts and informs Bruce of the situation in Denver.
Hmm.
Okay, I like the setup so far. It's interesting. Now I feel like it is important to note
Hmm.
that this is like during the time we had Superman Returns come out as well as Batman Begins. This is completely separate from these. This is before like the shared universes began with Iron Man. So this is before any of that. So this would have been a standalone movie with a different Superman and a different Batman. Also, keep in mind Smallville was on at the same time. So that's three different Supermans all at one time.
Yeah, I feel like that would get very confusing.
Yes. Yes, it would. See, that's like you can separate movies and TV, sure, but like then it's like two different movies at the same time, and it's like this is a two different stories as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like I don't know if it would have really worked, but anyway, so yeah, back in New York, Wonder Woman and the Flash have the Manhunter submerged in an ornate bathing pool in Wonder Woman's conservatory to help him from bursting into flames. Superman arrives and meets the Flash for the first time. The Martian Manhunter tells Superman about the seahorse and says whoever set this up knew the Manhunter's weakness, fire.
Hmm.
The Flash returns home to do some research. Once home, his wife informs him that his nephew Wally has come to visit. Wally, like Barry, also possesses super speed. Barry asks Wally to help him with his research. Okay, so also I think this implies that the Justice League is already a team except for the Flash. The Flash is not a part of the team yet. It's just the six of Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. Even though we
Right.
haven't seen Aquaman or Green Lantern yet.
Oh, but he's coming up.
Oh, they coming. Just around the corner.
That's right.
So Superman travels deep under the sea. Oh, hey, whoa, it's right here. To speak to
Yeah,
King
I
Arthur.
read ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like, okay, well.
Okay, wait, scratch that. I called it.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. No,
Totally called
guys,
it.
guys. He called it. He's the clairvoyant.
We'll fix that in editing.
So Superman travels deep under the water to speak to King Arthur, aka Aquaman, about the mysterious seahorse John mentioned. By the way, do you think people would get confused by two different Johns? Because there's John Stewart and John Jones. So like, there's that.
Um, no,
Hopefully not.
people are
I mean,
smart.
there's going to be two Peters in Infinity War, so
Yeah, yeah,
I, I
they
don't think
got it.
people are really going to care either way. But yeah, so yeah, Arthur then goes on a tirade about how he's come to the aid of mankind several times, and yet they continue to harm and pollute the environment. He shows Superman his prosthetic water hand and says, I have given my pound of flesh. Arthur eventually agrees to come to the surface and help the Manhunter for her, Wonder Woman.
All right, so
What?
he did lose his hand.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting that they're going with the water hand and not the hook hand.
Well, meh.
I like the water hand. It's cool. Like
Yeah, water hand's
you know,
cool.
you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. One thing
You
that
could
I
even change it
don't
into a hook hand.
true, you could have him switch out for a hook hand. I mean, either or really. But one thing I don't like is that him being like, I'm doing it for her, which is Wonder Woman.
Right, but in this
Dadgummit, why do
kind
people
of,
always have to trash on Mara? I mean, dadgummit.
but in this storyline, did she die along with the son, or
What do you mean
or
the
what's?
son?
Didn't his son get killed in the situation
Well,
where he
no,
lost his hand, or
they
what?
haven't said anything. No, no, no. Well, in the comics, he cut off his hand to save his son, but his
Right.
son did die in the comics. Black Manta
Yeah.
freaking killed him, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mara
That's what
didn't
I'm
die
referring
because
to.
Mara's still
But
alive,
what
and
if
Mara's
she
awesome.
does in this
Well, they haven't said
situation?
anything about her yet. Maybe it's like before Mara even like context wise. I'm about to say like, oh, it's before Mara and him meet. Maybe it's in a solo film, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's not a,
Yeah.
it's a shared
No
universe.
shared universes.
Dadgummit. Okay, well, all right. Either way, but so okay, so it's then revealed that the people behind the attack and the ones who took control over Brother Eye are Maxwell Lord and Talia al Ghul. Whoa, big shocker with a name like Maxwell Lord and Talia al Ghul.
Right.
What a surprise! In Gotham, Batman saves two Gotham City police officers from being tortured by a biker gang. That's random. One of the gang members flees into a movie theater. Batman follows the biker inside, but before he can apprehend him, the biker transforms into a huge armored super soldier known as OMAC. Okay, well,
All right.
now we're bringing OMAC into it. The OMAC
Okay.
easily defeats Batman. Before the OMAC can kill Batman, Maxwell Lord, who is watching the fight via Brother Eye, orders the OMAC to stand down. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. So does Maxwell Lord know at this point that Bruce Wayne is Batman?
That's an excellent question. I don't know. Assumedly Talia knows. So like
Oh
maybe
yeah.
she tells Maxwell Lord.
With the possibility of a Damien coming along,
That's a good question.
it's a
I wouldn't mind
possibility.
a Damien, but this is also before Damien came along in the comics, so that's doubtful.
Very true. Very true.
So no. That's a no.
There's always a chance.
Alright, here we go. Batman returns to the cave and tries to access Brother Eye, but the satellite tells him that he no longer has control of it. New York, architect John Stewart. Wait, hold on, what?
John Stewart.
Architect.
Oh,
Excuse me. Hold
wasn't
on.
he a?
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
he's a military man.
Okay.
Why? The architect and I accidentally just turned my Xbox on. That's good. No, but the architect and like painter is that one's Kyle Rayner,
Yeah.
not John Stewart. John Stewart is a military guy, and or I think a Marine. I'm not for sure certain,
Yeah.
but
It's
John
he's a
Stewart
Marine.
was and Hal Jordan was a test pilot. So like I don't know, that's a really odd change. But anyway, so John Stewart's working in his office, bites down on a pencil while studying a green energy construct of his next project. Something comes off the pencil and something comes off the pencil and goes into his mouth. A moment later, Stewart is blind. He loses control of his Green Lantern ring, and his energy constructs begin destroying his office. That's not how the Green Lantern ring works.
What?
That's not how it works.
What went into his mouth?
Well, that made him blind. What the? What?
Oh man, I
What
just
is
swallowed a
happening?
piece of pencil eraser. I'm going blind. No, that's not.
Oh
That's
Lord, someone put bleach in it.
in that case, I should have been
Got in my
blind like
eyes.
years ago. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
what the mess is happening? Well, I mean, obviously it's like something that Maxwell Lord put there, but it's like, first of all, that means that he knows all the secret identities of all the Justice League.
It's a yellow pencil. Watch out.
That's a good cut. That's a deep cut reference there. That's a very good, very good.
Yeah,
All right. So meanwhile, back at Wonder Woman's concert. Okay. By the way, that is still bothering me about the Green Lantern ring and him losing control of it.
I
That's
don't
not how it
understand.
works. If you go blind, it
It
doesn't
just,
like just
it's kind of,
lose it.
yeah, it just
You
disappears.
just
Poof.
stop
It's
making it.
gone. Poof.
You're like, no, thank you
Poof.
anymore, and then it just goes away because
Yeah.
it's your will that whatever you make. Oh my gosh, whatever. Anyway, meanwhile, back
Right.
at Wonder Woman's conservatory, Aquaman is stung by a robot mosquito, which gives him aquaphobia. He tears off his water hand and throws it aside. However, the Martian Manhunter is able to use the water hand as a suit of water armor, which will prevent him from bursting into flames. Superman and the Flash go to Green
I'm
Lantern's
so
aid and
confused.
bring him to join the others. Okay, so basically they are totally doing the. Well, what if it's revealed that it's like they got the plans from Batman's computer?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't see how a robot mosquito can give someone the fear of water.
Maybe it injected the fear gas into him, but like even that doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm. No. The
In the
man lives
comics,
in
it
water.
was like his Batman's plan was to have like a modified version of Scarecrow's fear gas. But
But still, that doesn't
yeah, no, it's
kill the
not very
man.
good.
Just kind of incapacitates him.
Well, that's the idea, I guess, is to incapacitate them. Because like it's kind of hard to kill Aquaman.
Yeah.
Although he has died in comics once, so there you go. But yeah, so Superman and Flash go grab up Green Lantern. So now Aquaman only has one hand now, so that's maybe they will do the hook hand. I don't know. So
Maybe.
the heroes travel to the Fortress of Solitude, where they are eventually joined by Batman, who is now forced to wear high-tech braces due to the injuries he sustained in the battle with OMAC. Kind of sounds like The Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah. Yeah, it
which
does.
would explain the armor suit in the concept art.
It would.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. Batman, concealing his injuries under his cape, tells the heroes about the Brother Eye and how he's used it to learn about their powers and weaknesses. He explains that he wanted to know their weaknesses so
Mm.
he could defeat them in any case they ever tried to turn against humanity. Batman then tells them that someone, he doesn't know who yet, has taken over Brother Eye and is using the data it collected to attack them. Wonder Woman punches Batman, dropping him to one knee. Actually, that would kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. When he stands up, the other heroes notice the braces he's wearing and inquire about what happened to him. He tells them about the fight with the OMAC. Okay, cool.
So it is
Yeah,
Justice League Doom.
basically, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but with Maxwell Lord instead, which is
Right.
interesting to me. That's cool. It does give them an actual person to fight, which is themselves, I guess, and their own weaknesses, which is interesting. I like that. But yeah, I don't know if it's exactly what you want for a first movie, though.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know, because then you're already tearing the heroes apart whenever you're just meeting them, especially the new versions of them.
Right.
But yeah, so the Flash receives a cell phone call from who he believes to be his wife. Oh, that's ominous. Thanks for putting that in there. Spoilers. No. When he answers the phone, a nanobot comes out of it and goes into his body and attaches itself to his spine. The Flash's body starts vibrating uncontrollably. His body vibrates so fast that he phases completely through the center of the Earth. He rockets out of the ground on the other side of the planet and flies into the air, plummeting back to the Earth, shooting back to his original position. Wonder Woman stares him with her lasso, which is able to temporarily prevent him from phasing through the Earth. Okay, cool.
So did he just play a game of pinball with the Earth?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. That's
all right.
literally exactly what just happened.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Batman leaves the group in order to search for the one behind the attacks. Okay, well, also, like, you would have figured, like, the natural idea behind it is that since the Flash is new to the group, that he would be the one who they don't know how to defeat, and then he's the one who winds up like saving the day or whatever, right? I mean,
Right.
that would be like that's a natural way of writing the movie.
Yeah, but then again, the Flash is already an established hero, so Batman probably
Yeah,
has tabs
yeah,
on
that
him.
makes sense. All right, yeah, whatever. I guess it's just how I would have done it because it would have made sense story wise.
Mm.
Like make him a newer character and then like a newer hero and then do it. But I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, so Batman leaves the group in order to search for the one behind the attacks. He discovers there's a file on him in the Brother Eye's database. When he, ooh, excuse me, I had a burp. When he inquires what his weakness is, Brother Eye responds, "Love."
I'm so emotionally distant. Ugh. Ugh.
What?
It's doing a lot of like grunting and
Angst.
brooding.
Dude, did you see the ABC Family ad for Batman Begins um whenever they premiered it on ABC Family?
No.
Literally, they said he lives for family and fights for love, and I was like,
No.
no, actually, that's what this reminded me of. You don't
Oh.
want to remind me of that. Trust me. Your Brother Eye responds, "Love." Bat remembers his last night with Talia. He realizes that when she kissed him, she put a nanoscopic homing device in his mouth, which he swallowed. Excuse me.
Um. So
What
wait,
is this?
technically, wouldn't this just be in like Bruce Wayne's toilet somewhere?
It would be in the Gotham City sewer. Why hasn't Batman pooped out this homing device?
Like, how long ago was this?
Why
Like,
did she need to do that?
yeah. Come
I mean,
on,
she would
talk.
have already know who Batman is at that point because it's Bruce Wayne and he was trained by Ra's al Ghul.
Right. I'm
So like,
confused.
this is unnecessary.
It's
Freaking
in the
making out
toilet.
and slapping a mini iPhone in this dude, and then she turns on Find My iPhone. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, jeez, my stomach's really rumbling. Gosh, man.
Oh man, I gotta go.
I gotta go drop some logs. Imagine if Batman actually talked like that. I would buy that movie
Oh my
so
god,
fast.
I
I
really
would.
need to poop. Oh,
I have to drop a huge deuce.
I really need to lay some timber.
Wait, I can't even do it. Hold on. Okay, okay. You gotta drop the kids off at the pool.
Take the Browns to the Super Bowl, which they'll never go to. Cleveland sucks. Am I right? And
All
then do
right,
like a
moving.
super white
Oh,
voice.
we're gonna get like all the hate. Just kidding. No one watches this.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Free reign.
All
Free
right.
reign.
So Martian Manhunter. I'm sorry. I'm still on Batman.
Good.
Telling the rest of the Justice League that he needs to go take a poo. Gotta drop the Dark Knight in the pool.
The Batmobile is going out of the garage.
The Batmobile definitely lost a wheel.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done.
Okay.
All right, Martian Manhunter using his telepathy guides Green Lantern through a surgical procedure to remove the nanobots from. What?
Uh,
Using his telepathy guides Green Lantern through a surgical procedure to remove the nanobots from Flash's spine. Why would they do that?
and isn't he blind?
Yes, that's why he's using his telepathy to do it. But like
Is
Wonder
he
Woman or Superman. I mean, call me crazy, but why aren't they doing it? Okay. This successfully stops him from vibrating. Also, how are they able to cut into him if he's vibrating?
Oh, jeez.
I'm thoroughly confused.
Oh, wait a minute. They wrapped the lasso around him,
Yeah.
which temporarily can stop him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, okay, okay. They fixed it. They fixed it.
Yeah, yeah,
Just kidding. They still didn't fix it because Green Lantern is blind. Why? Anyway,
yeah.
next they do the same for Aquaman, which cures him of his aquaphobia. But okay, so was there a microchip that got put into him too?
The mosquito.
Yeah, but why would the mosquito? Is it like
I guess so.
I don't freaking know.
They all about those microchips in
All
2006.
about them microchips, boy. All right, whatever. Martian Manhunter gives him a laser dermabrasion using his Martian heat vision and an energy mirror created by Green Lantern. This cures him of his spontaneous combustion. Oh, it gives himself a laser dermabrasion. Okay, cool, cool. Anyway, Aquaman reclaims his water hand and then he which he uses to cure Green Lantern and restore his sight. How does that work?
It's holy water.
You are now blessed, my child.
Just punches him right in the face.
It's turn the other cheek, brother.
You are healed.
Perfect. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
What? By the
that's
way,
good.
where did Wonder Woman and Superman go?
They're chilling.
Because now it says Wonder Woman takes the Flash to a planet Krypton restaurant in order to consume enough calories to get his strength back. Okay, but like again, where was Wonder Woman in this entire situation, and where is Superman?
She was just watching.
Superman and Wonder Woman are jerks, man. They just pop the popcorn and like, watch this blind dude operate on this guy real quick.
I'm glad we don't have to worry about that. Am I right? Am I right?
Am I right? We've had nothing happen to us, even though we're like the most penetrable people here, besides Batman, who's just a man. Because
Do the
obviously
Wakanda shoulder
Superman's
shoulder
freaking
bob or something. As they're
the
laughing.
the rich person laugh
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
as they sip their tea.
yeah. Hmm.
No, but no, like Superman's freaking weakness is a rock, and Wonder Woman in the comics has a weakness to like projectiles, like arrows and bullets, which is why she needs to block them. By the way,
Right.
that's why she blocks the things. But anyway, so yeah, Wonder Woman takes the Flash because of course she's just there now. Anyway, they go to the planet Krypton restaurant, get his strength back. Okay, while at the restaurant, they are joined by Wally West. Hey. While helping Barry with his research, Wally discovered something called the OMAC, One Man Army Corps Project. Oh, good lord. Anyway, the program started off dealing with nanotechnology and robotics, but then shifted its focus to mind control. Several children were experimented on in order to see if humans could be turned into psychic warriors, soldiers with the ability to control the enemy with just the power of their minds. All of the children in the program died except one, Jonah Wilkes. Wally runs a picture of Wilkes through the forensic aging program to see what he would look like today. The result is Maxwell Lord. Oh my gosh, what?
Hmm.
Well,
All right.
that's an interesting twist, but
Yeah.
why?
I don't
Why?
know.
But why though?
Let's read on.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Yeah, let's just not look
That's
back.
not. All right. Anyway, Batman finds Talia and lays the sugar on her. Oh wait, no, excuse me. That's not what it says.
That was
Sorry, I
before.
apologize. He was like, "I'm gonna put a microchip in your mouth too." Anyway,
Right back at you, darling. Mwah.
and then she really has to use the bathroom. No, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Batman finds Talia and follows her back to Maxwell Lord's hideout. After confronting Talia, Batman realizes she can't be the one behind the attacks. It's at this point that Maxwell reveals himself to be the one in control of Brother Eye. Which, by the way, how did Batman figure out that he had a microchip in his body?
He pooped it out, and it was a pretty big microchip. He was like,
And it was like blinking and beeping and like
Yeah,
being
it
like
has that like
beep,
standard
beep, I'm
red
a
light
microchip. Beep beep. Yeah.
just flashing.
Oh lord. Okay. All right. Wait. Where was I? Crap. Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Max is joined by 3 of the bikers from Gotham. He orders Brother Eye to initiate Phase 1. Suddenly, people all over the world begin transforming into OMAX. The bikers also transform into Omax and attack Batman. Then Batman dies. That's not what it says. That's not. But he
Yeah, that's
would
not in the
die
wiki
if
yet.
it was real. If it was real. Let's be honest. If it was realistic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
At the Fortress of Solitude, the Martian Manhunter senses Batman is in danger, and with Aquaman and Green Lantern, rushes to help him. Where is Superman? What happened to Superman?
Did he just?
Did we are we forgetting something? Like he had to do something, or
I don't
like
think
what? Where
so.
is he? While in the restaurant, Wonder Woman and Flash see a news report about Omax attacking the Capitol. Wonder Woman receives a psychic message from the Manhunter about Batman and flies off to help, while the Flash rushes out to deal with the Omax. Wonder Woman and Superman arrive at Maxwell's hideout. Oh, well, he's here now. Well, thank goodness you decided to show up, dude.
He also had a microchip, but it just gave him a really bad case of diarrhea, so he was just stuck on the.
But he had to like go to the sun because it was like super poop. So
Yeah,
he had to
that's the
like
only thing that could
poop
take
it
it.
directly into the
It's
sun.
like a
Wow,
fire
we are
hose.
incredibly we are children. We are children.
Instruct the poop.
You know that's actually what they made the Pentagon out of.
Ooh,
Yeah, no. I mean it's a bit of a crappy building, but it.
ooh,
Hey, there's a
ooh.
joke. No, but okay. Well, okay. Wonder Woman and Superman arrive at Maxwell's hideout before the other heroes and defeat the Omax, saving Batman. Maxwell uses his psychic abilities. He forces the Man of Steel to attack Wonder Woman. Batman attempts to help Wonder Woman by electrocuting Superman with 2 high-voltage electric cables. Superman is stunned for a moment, but quickly recovers and backhands Batman through the ceiling, and then he dies because he snapped his neck through the roof. Is like instant on
Yeah.
impact, like snapped his neck because he backhanded him through the freaking roof. Okay, no, again, doesn't happen. The battle between
Hmm.
Superman and Wonder Woman extends all the way into outer space. At one point, Wonder Woman throws Superman into the moon. He recovers and, using her own lasso, flings Wonder Woman back to Earth, where she crashes into the Hudson River. I like how everyone forgets that another power that Wonder Woman's lasso has is the ability to break all mind control. Yeah. So, like, if Superman touches it
Oh
and
yeah,
he's no longer mind controlled.
yeah,
What the mess? He was.
yeah. He was just into it at that point. Like she had said some backhanded comments
Dude, this
earlier,
is
and
what
he
you
was
get.
just
You
like, you know
freaking.
what?
You said my
You
butt
deserve
looks big in
this.
this
Into the
super suit.
Hudson with you.
I'll have you
Like,
know that my mom made this cape for me, and you said it was
yeah,
trashy.
right. This was a blanket,
How dare
and now
you?
it is on
And
my
then he
back
freaking flings
all
her
the
into
time,
Earth.
and I love it.
Friggin' crashes
Yeah.
into the Hudson River.
I just don't get it. How is it an S
You
in
sound like
English
Lois
and
from
it
Man of
stands for
Steel.
hope at the same time?
Well,
It's just
on
more
Earth
like S for
it's an
stupid.
F, and I think it means Philly. She just becomes super catty
Such a silly man.
out of nowhere. All right,
Yeah,
Aquaman arrives
of
in the
course.
river and whoever spelled resuscitates wrong. He resuscitates him. Resuscitates Wonder Woman, allowing her to escape back. Wait, whoa! The English on this allows her to escape back Maxwell's hideout. Okay,
Wow.
so I think she goes back to Maxwell's
Jeez.
hideout. Okay, cool, whatever. Superman dives into the river in search of Wonder Woman,
Yep.
but instead finds Aquaman and an army of sea creatures waiting for him. That's cool, but why would Superman do that? He has X-ray vision and super hearing and everything else, so he should be able to know where Wonder Woman is. Let's be honest. Okay, anyway, Superman
Yeah, that
defeats
doesn't make much
Aquaman
sense.
and his army.
He's in a
What?
blind rage.
Okay,
Makes
Aquaman is
sense.
just slightly less powerful than Superman, strength-wise, right? Keep in mind he can, in some versions of the
Yeah.
comics, he can swim faster than the Flash can run. That's in some versions of the comics. I
No,
don't like
but
that either.
okay.
But he can swim incredibly fast. Is basically the idea. So you can't say that Superman out like just did whatever. But while he is in the water, he is 3 times as powerful as he is outside of the water. So this is complete bullcrap that he defeated him and all of his sea creatures. He is in the water. Outside of the water, he is just like slightly weaker than Superman. Slightly. This is some bull. This is some bull. I'm not okay with this. Yeah, yeah,
All right. Well, for the sake
whatever.
of
Ugh.
Justice League
Superman defeats
Mortal,
Aquaman and his army, but not before Arthur is able to slash Superman's chest with his trident. Okay, well that's accurate because he can cut Superman with his trident because it's magic, and Superman has a weakness to magic, so that's something.
great. Let's
Wonder
keep
Woman
going.
discovers that the only way she can free Superman is by killing Maxwell Lord, which she refuses to do because she would never again take a human life. In the comics, she kills Maxwell Lord. Just putting it out there. Cool. Superman returns to the hideout to continue his attack on Wonder Woman, but this time he's confronted by Green Lantern. Stewart creates a green energy construct clone of Superman, and now it's Superman versus Green Superman. Every time Superman hits his green clone, it grows larger. It finally becomes large enough to grip Superman in one hand. Superman uses his super breath to collapse part of the building on top of Green Lantern, knocking him out and destroying the green clone. Okay, sure, okay, why not? Yes.
All right. So wait, in
Uh huh.
the first time he got
Yes.
confused, the
When he went
the
blind,
construct went rampant and started destroying
and it's
stuff.
fine.
This time
Yes.
he gets knocked
Don't you
out
love inconsistent
and it
writing?
just disappears.
Uh, the Martian
I
Manhunter
do. So inconsistent.
then attempts to stop Superman by shapeshifting into the image of Kal-El's mother, Laura L. Superman, however, sees through the deception and punches the crap out of his mother. And knocks Martian Manhunter out. He's just like, boy, what you even doing? She didn't make my chocolate milk. And this the
Said I
last day of
saw you
Krypton. I was
change.
a baby, but I remember.
Said I literally saw you,
Also,
John,
she's
turn
been
into my
dead.
mother
I never even
and
knew
try to
her.
nope.
Why didn't you just become Martha Kent? And then Batman's like, why did you say that name?
Oh
BVS is
God,
terrible.
no.
Anyway,
Continue.
no,
Continue.
no, I didn't
No, no,
say
no, no, no.
anything.
Shh, 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 shh.
Superman. Oh
Continue.
my
Continue.
gosh.
Shh.
Superman seizes Wonder Woman and is about to kill her when Batman reemerges and breaks Maxwell's neck, killing him and freeing Superman. Excuse me.
Ah,
Yeah, but it
pulling
was
a little
Batman this time,
Man of
so how
Steel
about
there.
that?
All right.
Maxwell's mind jumps into a nearby computer and then
Right?
merges with Talia. The Maxwell Talia computer reveals that Maxwell used his Planet Krypton restaurant chain to infect people with the OMAC virus. Maxwell Talia then orders the OMAC war to commence. What? Batman attempts to free Talia from the computer, but she dies. Uh, Maxwell's mind leaves in an attempt to in an attempt to find a new host. Okay, wait, wasn't the Flash just like eating at the
Okay,
place, so
question.
he's probably been infected too? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
What the
second
crap just
question.
happened?
Whenever he went into the computer, why
Just
didn't they just
drop
kind
it
of
in the water.
unplug the computer? Literally
Aquaman literally
unplug the
has
computer and then be like,
like
boom,
a
done.
freaking water
Boom.
hand. He could have just like slapped it.
Yeah, he could have just like touched
I
it and
mean, the
made it short
Martian
out. This is
Manhunter
a
could have phased through
2006
it as well.
computer,
Just
okay?
putting that out there. There are so many ways to solve this.
Yeah, you could literally. I mean, I know it's like a Nokia phone compared to computers now, but like you could
Yeah,
still pretty easily
especially if it was a
destroy
MacBook,
it.
because those things are flimsy.
All right, anyways,
Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman,
right?
Aquaman, Green Lantern, and the Martian Manhunter are joined by the Flash along with Wally West, who is now wearing his own Flash costume. Okay, but is it not a Kid Flash
I don't
costume,
like that.
or the Red
Is it
Rebirth costume is
Red Rebirth
slightly
costume?
weird? I'm gonna be honest.
But
I like
it's
it, but I like it, but like I don't
I
know.
like it.
Again, this was before Rebirth, so no.
I love it.
Yes, so it's
But
probably
then again,
just
it's saying
just a
it's his
Flash
own
suit.
Flash costume, so it has to
As the
be.
Omax begin their attack on the heroes, Maxwell Lord's mind possesses Barry Allen and transforms him into Olmac Ultra. Superman fights Ultra while the rest of the team battles the Omac army. Barry struggles to free his mind from Omac Ultra's control. He realizes that the only way to defeat Maxwell and stop Omac army is to sacrifice himself. Barry races off the battlefield and runs around the world, getting faster and faster until he reaches light speed. He slams into the speed barrier, described as a cosmic wall of light, killing himself and finally destroying Maxwell Lord and the Olmax. Present day, Fortress of Solitude, the heroes meet together, decide it's time to join forces and form a team. What? Just then, the team notices something descending to the earth upon the Earth from space. Okay, so wait, they're just now forming the Justice League. Then, okay, they just knew of each other beforehand.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes
So
more
then
sense now, I guess.
the funeral scene is of Barry Allen is dead. Deadzo. He's donezo. But the Flash is that is there is Wally West. Cool. 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 The
Right.
script ends with the Justice League launching themselves into outer space to battle Starro the Conqueror. That's a cool ending. But the movie was trash.
Yeah. Do you think they would have followed
Judging
it
by
up
how
with a
bad
sequel?
this was, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would have done well in the first place,
Yeah.
honestly.
So, after the production of this, the casting for this began in October of 2007, right? And they met with several young actors, like people like Adam Brody, Joseph Cross, DJ Cortana, who was originally cast as Superman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michael Aragano, Tessa Palmer, a bunch of them, and rapper Common. There you go. Oh, and Adrian Pilecki was there, and she was later cast as Wonder Woman in the canceled Wonder Woman TV show, and played Mockingbird and Agents of Shield. So how about that? Jessica Biel was also offered the role of Wonder Woman, but turned the part down. Good, good. So yeah, in January of 2008, Warner
Yes.
Brothers announced the film was on an indefinite hold, allowing options lapse for the cast. The studio felt the script needed perfecting, which was impossible because of the 2007-2008 Writers Guild of America strike. In February 2008, it was announced that production would go to Canada despite George Miller's wishes to keep it at Fox Studios Australia. The filmmakers are still adamant for a mid-2009 theatrical release date and hope to have it filming in mid-July 28. Just kidding. It got canned. In a 2010 article with AintItCool.com,
Mm-hmm.
Armie Hammer discussed how he and his fellow cast members went about getting into character for the film. We had a brain surgeon, a psychiatrist, a Joseph Campbell expert, and all of these people in every single table meeting we had for a month. What? Okay, what the crap? Anyway, okay, what it was this? Oh my gosh! Look, okay, like seriously, what the mess is this movie?
Mm.
Like, I'm just not even gonna finish this talking about like getting into it because you guys can read that on your own if you want to. Um, but yeah, there is. This is just really bad. This is really, really, really bad.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I
All right. Do you want to go ahead and rate it?
Okay, so out of 10, or the math thing, because we are
Mm-hmm.
so
All
infrequent
right.
with these episodes that I keep forgetting how we do it. All right, out of 10, Chase, how
Let's
would
do this one out
you
of 10.
rate this film?
I'll give it a
I was
4.
thinking a
Or
4 or a
no, a
3,
3.
actually.
3.
Like,
A
same.
solid 3.
Out of 10, like that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking, because there's some cool imagery, but the story is just out the window. Like, what the heck were they thinking? What is this?
It's too inconsistent,
and,
and it's
it's
just
really
not
just the
very
writer's fault.
accurate.
Because we know, like, even if the actors did exactly what it was said and the director made something amazing, we still have a very broken movie just because of what the writers wrote it to be, which is trash.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like this is
Hmm. Oh
ugh.
yeah.
They never even explained the seahorse thing, did they?
Yeah. Now,
I was really looking forward for
no, they
that
didn't.
explanation.
They didn't
And they
explain it.
never did anything else with like the whole Aquaman Wonder Woman thing. This was terrible.
Right.
Ugh. Okay. Look,
Yeah.
if you woke up, right, in a theater
Hmm.
and they were
Hmm.
playing this movie
Right.
and you knew exactly how it went,
Hmm.
would you get up or would you stay in? I feel
Mm.
like this is just a really bad question to ask because we're probably always going to answer we're going to stay in there because it's like, I mean,
Yeah,
we haven't seen
well,
it,
yeah,
so
might as well
okay, you've
stay.
seen it before, right? Your best friend asks, "Hey dude,
Okay.
would you rather watch Justice League Mortal or do you want to watch Batman and Robin with me?" Yeah, because you can actually
Oh,
make fun of it and have a
Batman
fun
and
time
Robin,
with it.
for sure.
This is just terrible.
Yeah, this one would just break your heart.
Like, what is that? Oh, freaking
Yeah.
Batman and Robin. We
What
already
about
did
you?
that. Like,
What about
hey,
you?
you guys go listen to that commentary track if you made it this far. Shameless plug. Dude, I am
Shameless plug.
anything if I am just. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm shameless, is what I'm getting to. I have no shame. This is just.
Oh yeah.
It's
But
just
yeah, this
it's a
movie's
red,
just pretty
hot,
pretty trash.
steaming pile of what Batman put in the toilet, man. That was exactly what this is. Like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, this was just bad. Alright, well, guys, I mean, that's
right.
basically the entire thing. It was canceled
Okay.
right before it started. It was put on hold right before it started filming, and eventually just faded into nothingness. Now we have an actual Justice League movie, and believe it or not, it actually sounds better than this. How? We
Yeah.
started this
Yeah.
making fun of it,
Yeah.
and now I'm thankful for the one we had
Right.
with Murder Man Superman and like and well, I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say like
And Murder Man
depressed Ben
Batman.
Affleck as Batman,
And a less, I was about to
and
say,
then
yeah,
like
less Murder Man.
ugh, ugh,
Yeah.
and Trippy the Flash, like Trippy the Pew.
Trippy Le
That's
Pew
good.
over
That's
here.
good. All right, well, guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Comment below. Let us know what you would rate this movie. Like give it out of 10, and whether or not you would slap your friend in the face for even suggesting that you watch Justice League Mortal. Because I know I would if it was Chase, and I know he'd do the same if it was me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wouldn't even have to
And he would
ask. He could
already
just walk up to
backhand me
me and I
through the
would already
ceiling,
know.
like pull a full Superman and break my spine.
Yeah.
Then I'll get up and like snap his neck.
Or he could just be asking if I wanted to help make cookies, and I'd still do the same exact thing
Exactly.
because that's
He's
just
just
how
really
we
abusive.
roll.
Please call the cops. Like, actually. Please. No, it's
Yeah,
not. But yeah,
abuse
so,
is not okay,
guys,
guys.
yeah, thank you so much for
Anyways,
listening. You can follow Chase at, just look up Chase Gallion on this stuff and you'll find him. And you can follow me, Captain Jace's G, on
that's
Snapchat,
right.
Twitter, and Instagram. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I already said that, but I can't stress it enough. So, for Heroic Power Entertainment, I am Joseph Gallion.
And
I
I'm
really, like,
me.
I loathe being in your presence. Bye, guys.
Yes, that's what we want. See ya.